You're mad, I'm back. Big mad, he's mad, she's mad. He's mad. Don't hear, say that. Bitch, I'm a fickle, big mad. See it in your face, cry, baby, bitch, you big sad. Niggas tweeting about me, got me trending, bitch, you big sad. Tell me how I'm bad, it came from the top, big bad. Big mad, big mad, leave it to the door. Dance, sis, jump it, jump it, wobble up. Let me boot it up, shake it down and gobble, gobble up. Get my money up, slide, slide. Truck up.
Peter, I need you to hold my ears.
Who wants chowder?
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I couldn't think of a better way to start a Monday. A Monday in which I have the flu, and it stinks. I wanted to go see some PBA events this last weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get to go this week. And there's really no better way to bring in the new week than a little blast from the past. Now, if you remember, Alpha Giga Chad, being an Alpha Giga Chad was a service offered by a man who had a finely dyed beard, in my opinion. Being an Alpha Giga Chad was a service offered by a man who claimed to be a former Democrat, but now a deplorable, to sell a book. Being an Alpha Giga Chad was then offered by a man who had some videos where he wasn't really being an Alpha Giga Chad. Being an Alpha Giga Chad was then offered by the same very person who allowed his wife to go spend time with other men. Hey, nothing illegal about that. But then went on some podcasts and talked about giving her a shower on the face when she returned in the public for everyone to see. Now, we all predicted, several people predicted, and look, I have no problem giving myself credit. We knew that he was going to lean into this religious shtick now that he had been disgraced, losing nearly 75% or more of his paying members. But now he put out an email so rife with self-righteousness, so hilariously out of touch, so amazing that I just have to share some of my favorite parts with you. You have this email to this announcement of a return. Look, by the way, I don't have anything personal against the guy. I don't want, bad things for him. I want him to tell the truth. I believe that he is lying, in my opinion. My opinion is that he was never an Alpha Giga Chad. My opinion is that he was never really a Democrat to deplorable either. My opinion is, like many people, Jack Murphy, or John Goldman by his actual name, was a shapeshifter, someone with no real personal beliefs, but mostly interested in chameleoning his way into your wallet by telling people what they thought they wanted to hear, what he thought they wanted to hear. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again to the 600 or 700 people in the liminal order who left. I don't want bad things for you either. You were duped, and it's happened to all of us, no exceptions. So I don't think anyone should make fun of people who joined that, because a lot of people in that group have emailed me and said that really good things happened for the men in that group, outside of, almost in spite of what Jack Murphy did. But it did a lot of good for a lot of men, and I'm happy for that. But in Jack Murphy's triumphant return, he's proven he's changed nothing whatsoever. First of all, let me tell you, if you're going to come clean and say, this is my final washing, and I've got everything all figured out now, and drop the Jack Murphy. Use your real name. that would have actually been a pretty respectable move. Didn't do that. I know you're not surprised. I'm not going to read this entire thing because it is absolutely insane. Full of so much of this, like, self-aggrandizing. There's literally a part of it. Like, he stops, as Brittany Venti pointed out, he stops in the middle of I'm addressing all this controversy to plug his YouTube channel. And, you know, let's talk about this. All of this is my responsibility, Jack Murphy says. In refusing to own my past, I opened the door for the most hostile actors with the worst imaginings. You literally said it's my responsibility, and then in the very next sentence went on to blame other people. If you think Jack Murphy understands what personal responsibility is, there you go. Now you know he doesn't, right? You just know he doesn't. So today I'm owning my past. Criticism has fallen unfairly on my brothers in the LO. Men have been mocked for associating with me, and people have wondered what it means to be a member when the founder has secrets like these. I was not the man I should have been. Nope. Jackie boy, you are not the man you said you were. Distinction. But I am no longer the man I was. The Jack Murphy you see in gossipy articles. Isn't that funny? They're gossip. I thought you said that you were owning your past, Jack Murphy. I can't speak to all the other videos, but I can say in mine, I'm fairly certain I accused you of nothing that you didn't freely admit to doing. It was not gossip. I should have been honest that he ever existed instead of covering him up. I like how he's taking this approach of like, oh, it's a different guy. It's not just me who got caught. It's a different guy. And he's using, again, the fake name, which is hilarious. I didn't want him to detract from the work I started. Some of the work includes, bro, you were doing those videos while you were starting the LO. Your own members pointed that out to me. The timeline in which you were starting the liminal order overlaps from when you were making those videos. Some of the work includes men who joined together under banner of brotherhood in a world gone mad, and my work with them continues because it is far too important to be derailed by foolishness. This is not you taking any responsibility. And also, Jack, your own members, the members of the liminal order, tell me that you've abandoned them, that you aren't around, that your own employees felt abandoned by you. And this is like yesterday, bro. That your own members told me that you refused to restore the forum because there's dirt in there. Your own members tell me that they felt abandoned because you were more concerned about your family vacation with their money and hiding from the criticism than doubling down and being the leader that you told them you were. Now let's get to perhaps the most insane part of this. The part where, like, he basically says at one point in this letter, hey, I'm a Christian now, and if you don't forgive me, then you're not a Christian. This is one of the weakest, most cowardly shields anyone can put up. It's like the same that you get with these like blue-haired unstable people who like say something really dumb on the internet and then they immediately say, "Oh, I'm experiencing thoughts of self-harm," so that everyone has to leave them alone. Frankly, this one paragraph will show you that Jack Murphy has not changed at all. That Jack Murphy is the same dude he always was. In my opinion, a grifter. In my opinion, a liar. In my opinion, a fraud. Frankly, if anyone rejects the ability to be redeemed, they are rejecting Christian morality. Not only they are rejecting Christian morality, but the American spirit as well. Jack Murphy literally says in this letter, you're not Christian, you're not American if you don't forgive me. I'm not, that's not my interpretation. That's his words on the paper. That is not to say that I am synonymous with the Christian faith. Oh my Lord, you think you are. Or that I don't have to show my repentance and desire to change, which you haven't done. I do, and that's on me. So you admit that you haven't done it. But those that would attack me from here on out, saying now if you criticize me going forward, you're not a Christian, you're not an American. This is like, how do I say this? Like, this is like Psycho X levels of gaslighting. And I feel bad for members of Liminal Order that actually buy this. From here on out, those who would say there's no hope for a man to change is not me they're attacking. They're attacking Christian ideas and the American love for a comeback. This is absolutely just appalling that he would write this. This is the most hubristic statement that I've probably ever read. The brother is out here saying, listen, if you don't forgive me, you're not a Christian or an American. And I can no longer be criticized because I said so. And I will no longer respond to them. I will spend my effort changing and learning and being redeemed from the man I was when I didn't know better. Bro, this was... I cannot be Jack Murphy, leader of perfect men who've never made mistakes. I am not the Giga Chad without need for redemption. I can't be that role model, and I never wanted to be. You sold it, bro. That's what you sold. That's what you sold to Tim Pool's fans. And then he ends up with, the Jack Murphy of 3 years ago is dead. The Jack Murphy of 3 months ago is dead too. Then go back to John Goldman, Jack. Go back to John Goldman. Seriously. That's your name. Why are you using a fake name? This isn't Hollywood. From here on out, I will be the Jack Murphy who acknowledges the past so I can encourage those with a painful past of their own. Painful, bro. You were selling. Oh my God, dude. You were making hundreds of thousands of dollars for the school district and you left under suspicious circumstances from what I can tell. Then you decided to make saucy videos for tips on the internet. A choice you made, not something you were forced into doing. You did it because, like, that's your kink and you're into that. So none of this is actually you owning a single dang thing, bro. You're not owning anything. You're simply saying, well, I acknowledge my past, but, you know, not the past as it's factually, but as a past as my derangement sees it. A man who was forced into having to do these saucy videos and he couldn't go get a job at Amazon. He had no other choice. And by the way, no comments enabled. You know, this dude hasn't learned anything whatsoever. And this letter, I mean, if you get time to read the whole thing, it is so hilarious. It is so over the top that you probably won't regret it because it's just that cringe. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.